we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rams will boot it away to start the game. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kansas State's offense will be first on the attack. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this...
He's loose, ripping through the defense. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Rams will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Motion from the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down, using the quick game. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Edwards. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's caught. It's Marshall. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Finds his man. It's Marshall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense.
Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clean.
A timeout and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. On target over the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes! They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab. Tackled there by the defense.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Rams get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. What a cut. Now he's loose. Smashes through the tackle. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Edwards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. Finds a little space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz.
There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds the tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Makes the catch. It's Bradley. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll go back to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Avant. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fires on the move. Connection to the right. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown Rams. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Johnson looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Winfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a huge completion on third down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this?
Oh, out of space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Man, he really wanted that first down, but you got to understand, it's fourth down now. Got to get the first down, less than 60 seconds, so got to be fast and get the first down.
Splits the uprights. Good. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Johnson wants to throw it. The quick out. Just picked up 3 yards, but he did get out of bounds to try to save every precious second. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. That's caught. It's Edwards. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This for the lead and very likely the win. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. This almost certainly to win the game. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that's up.
Going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has fired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.